with this. King Amalekite, he started letting folks go. Come on out of here. I ain't joking. King Amalekite, he started letting stuff go. Because God say, oh, you got a prophet. You got something that, first of all, you got a prophet there. Come on out of here. And you got something that belong to a prophet. Now, he thinking like, why did y'all get me like that? How did y'all get me? Why did you do me like that? You didn't tell me you was this. You got me in all of this. So the king started thinking like, okay, I know what I'm going to do now. I know exactly who to get on this one. Oh, you ain't hearing me. God is saying that sometimes the King Amalekite gotta let the people go. Because God came to them and spooked the living daylights out of them and said, oh, you know what you got to do now. And so what happened last week, I actually touched bases on that. And that's funny because it's on my heart now that happened last week. So God started doing stuff. You got to start look back at it and see, what is God saying? He doing something, people, before you even know it. Stuff started happening. It was already in the working sometimes. And it ain't that God don't know that it was going to happen. But God started saying, what you think you doing? You say, you got something that belong. You got a prophet. You thinking like a prophet to the nation? Who? Abraham? Okay. He said, Abraham, you're not supposed to do this type of thing to me. But he didn't understand. You ain't supposed to do what you was doing. Come on out of here. To God people. Come on out of here. And even as I'm talking right now, God got all kind of people moving and stuff. I'm getting all kind of this is funny. You can tell I'm on the right message because I'm getting all kind of messages, things that happen. I mean, all kind of stuff moving. I'm like, wow. All kind of stuff is happening. I'm getting all kind of messages that I wasn't expecting to get. But God showed me that he gonna do stuff. And he just showing me to follow up. Before the end of this, see, it's 10:57. And God done did miracles. You ain't hearing me. God is doing miracles right now. And people don't even understand. I just had people just sent me a message. Then I had the guy that was from Grand Auto Theft. He just put something in CJC Hood News. See, it popped up. Stuff started popping up, and then when I was doing the message earlier, all kind of folks started showing up because God is trying to deliver it. People don't understand. He's trying to deliver people out. This message that I preached last week, it's been active. That was last week's message. I preached that last week. If you heard it, it was last week when I talked about King Amalekite. and how he did what he did. And he said, "Would you slay a righteous nation?" Remember, I said, he started saying all these things. God say, "Thou art but a dead man." Oh my God. And he started saying, "Oh, I'm about to give Abraham God said, just give him back what is his." He started saying, "Oh, I'm going to give you everything. Come on out of here." Well, God say, when he deliver you out of what you in, come on out of here. He deliver you out of it with silver and gold. You ain't coming out empty handed. Come on out of here. You ain't coming out empty handed. I don't care if they had to let you go out of the place that you've been in. God said he ain't gonna let you come out empty handed. Come on out of here. You ain't got to worry about why the news started happening and why you got the bad news. It's because God said, I gotta shake you out of there, because sometimes you better than where you been. Come on out of here. Sometimes you too good to be where you been at. Really, in your heart, you just were doing what you was doing. But when you say you desire to do something, God keep your covenant. He keeps it in a covenant. He said, okay, you want to do that? Then I'm going to do this. Now, do you still want to do that? Come on out of here. Do you still want to be in a position that you was in? See, we can't play no games with God. We got to know for real. Last week, I talked about that, and this week, all I'm seeing on the Facebook news feeds is all kind of surprising stuff happening. I'm like, what happened? And we getting all kind of breaking news now. We're looking like this week coming up, all of a sudden, you see the big news that, you know, about the news anchors and stuff happening. And I'm thinking like, wow, you got stuff happening because God is moving people. I'm saying God, word ain't coming back to him void. He accomplishing it where he was sent it to. You ain't hearing me. God is accomplishing it where he sent it to. People don't understand the kingdom of God is at hand. See, folks done got tuned into the wrong thing and found out, well, God say, I'm glad that you ain't tuned. You understand? Because now you're going to see the real power of God, the real manifestation of what God been saying. People been waiting for the manifestations of the people of God. And that's what I'm saying. Everything else that you've been going through, God is going to deliver you out of there. But when you come out of there, you going to come out of more you came. You going to come out of there with more than you came out in there with. I bet you that much. Glory to God. It might be a surprising thing, because don't be surprised when you ask God for stuff. See, we ask God for stuff and then we be surprised that he be like, you said you want to do this, that, and the other. So I heard your heart. Oh my God. God heard you when you said that. See, that's one thing God have in validation. He be like, oh, you think nobody else knew, but I knew what you said in your heart. Come on out of here. So God hold us accountable to it. And he be like, surprise, I just freed you from out of captivity. Come on out of here. You have been into that for far too long. And sometimes God got to bring you out of it. Come on out of there. Come on out of there. It's a way of escape out of that. Come on out of there. And if you just happen to be the one that they had to choose. Sometimes people will think of this, that, and the other against people, but the truth of the fact of the matter is God is watching over his people. Oh yes, he is. He's watching over his people. Oh, we're going from glory to glory, even as by the Spirit of the Lord. According to 2 Corinthians 3:18, but we all with open face, beholding as in a glass, are changed into the same glory, from the same image, from glory to glory, even as by the Spirit of the Lord. You're getting ready to change from glory to glory. Give God some praise. I wound up going off a little bit of the subject on tonight, but it all works together for the good. Because God had me thinking about the King Amalekite story, because that was last week. So you got to look back over to see, did the harvest come? Because a man of God spoke that through the television, and he had misinterpreted. And then God had me to follow up by it and get the real definition of what's going to happen. And then this week started getting all of the different newses. Come on out of here, of the big surprises and stuff that was to happen. Come on out of here. You're ready to do something. Hallelujah. God said, you got to get up out of there, because I'm getting ready to do exceedingly abundantly above all that you can ever ask or think. This is the Honorable King Calvin Jones Jr., and thank you for taking the time out to listen to this particular broadcast.
Coast to coast instrumentals.